Lost in the Shadows, Episode 4. A few days later, around noon, Chief drove in his Lexus RX and was headed into a typical slum. The area was mostly characterized by substandard housing and deteriorating facilities. He slowed down his speed and brought out his phone. He dialed a number, and in no time the person picked up the call.
Baby girl, I'm in your street. Please come fast.
He then ended the call. He drove to a safe corner and parked the car. Some minutes later, a beautiful, slender young lady with a perfect figure came out from one of the makeshift homes. One would wonder if such a place could house such a beauty. The young lady started walking towards Chief's car. Her name is Nora, Chief's newfound love. They had been seeing each other lately, trying to establish a perfect relationship. The previous night, both of them spent quality time together in Chief's hotel room. With her slender but curvy figure, she handled Chief the way he had never experienced in his whole life. It was their first time of being intimate. Ever since then, Chief had been singing praises in her name.
Chief, good afternoon, sir.
Nora greeted as she got to where Chief parked. Chief opened the car door and came out. He gave her a friendly hug.
My Pino, how are you?
I'm fine. This one you came to see me at this time. Hope no problems?
I was just missing you after last night. I said, let me come and see you face to face and know if it will cool my temper, you know. This is not something that can be discussed on the phone.
Chief.
I couldn't get enough of you last night.
You too like better thing.
Yes, I cannot deny that. You sabby something, you this girl.
Chief replied, playfully pointing at her. Nora smiled.
How did you know all those things you were doing to me? I hope you are not doing it to another person.
Chief, I cannot.
I foresay I want to be the only one enjoying that. Pino, I want us to see again in the evening.
No, I have things to do this night. I will be free from tomorrow.
Chai, okay, I will wait.
That's my baby.
I don't have option, no. You are too sweet. Where were you when I was looking for a wife to marry? I wish I had met you before my wife, but no problem. You're still mine.
Chief.
My Pino NWA.
She blushed.
Hop in, let me go and get you small something and wait for tomorrow, no?
All right, bye-bye.
They both entered the car and left. Later on, they got to a supermarket inside the town. They alighted from the vehicle and went into the supermarket. Nora picked every item she desired. Chief paid for all of them, and Nora appreciated him. After that, Chief drove her back to her place and left. On the night of that same day, while Chief was resting in his new room, Kioma knocked and opened the door. She was in a transparent, skimpy lingerie. Chief watched her enter without saying a word. It's usually not easy for Chief to resist her whenever she is in such wear. That was Kioma's own way of getting him close to her. Kioma went and sat on the bed.
You should be looking after your baby.
I know she's sleeping now. I will still go and be with her later.
Chief was silent.
Am I no longer your wife? For some weeks now, we've not been together. My baby is almost 2 months old.
Chief still didn't say anything. Kioma then opened the blanket and laid close to him. Due to Kioma's desperation to save her marriage, she had met a woman who lives in their neighborhood and explained her predicament to her. The woman promised to help her out. Later on, the woman took her to a local midwife's place.
I will need the consent of your husband.
But Kioma rebuffed the idea because she knew her husband's reaction if he learnt about her movements. He wouldn't even hesitate to write her off.
Here, let me teach you how to track your ovulation and monitor your secretion during that period. The best time to meet your husband to achieve your required gender is during this time. But remember, this method may not be 100% accurate.
Kioma accepted to practice what the woman taught her without involving her husband. She had been observing her body for all the signs that the woman mentioned. Even though her child was still tender, she didn't mind carrying another child as long as it was a male gender. That alone will restore her marriage. Later that night, Kioma gently went back to be with her child. To be continued.